Shalom, my brothers and sisters. Shalom, and welcome to Less Than 10 Minutes. Words to Yashar'al, Nation of Believers. My name is Symmanayah, and today is August 15th. If you are tuning in for the first time, you will come to know that Yashar'al, Nation of Believers, of whom I refer, are both Hebrew and Goyim, Abri and Gentiles, other nations, all those who seek to worship and obey Almighty Yahuah, those who accept and embrace Yahusha as Mashiach, as Messiah. This is my family. These are my brothers and sisters to whom this message is addressed. In this segment, I start out by saying, Almighty Yahuah, Aleph, who has given thought to what's necessary to fulfill scriptures? What happens to ensure the function of this earthen vessel in our fellowship? Has Almighty Yahuah proven in times past who is in control? What do you think the perceptions of those killed at the hand of Almighty Yahuah would have been? Did they do something against the righteousness of the Most High Father? Have we witnessed examples of the mercies and love by the Almighty Father Yahuah in scriptures? Who has given thought to what it takes to protect and magnify righteous instructions, guidance, in life? Is it possible that if we are examining a matter from the wrong vantage point, that our perceptions could be dull of what is righteous? All too often, my brothers and sisters, I have witnessed so-called self-appointed leaders race to label those who are obedient to the Spirit of Yahusha erroneously because of their lack of discernment. Are you trusting those who claim to know Hebrew of some sort in, or those who appear to be dressed as though they are anointed, chosen in, or called to be who appear to be called by the Most High Father Yahuah? Are you trusting in those because of their dress, or because they appear to have discovered the pure language? The power and might of the most righteous Spirit will prove his actions. Discernment will rise, as with reproof, chastening, judgment, and wrath. There will be pain to where pain is due. There will be heartache to where heartache is due. But there will also be obedience and comfort to those who seek to worship and obey earnestly. Pray and watch, my brothers and sisters. What do you desire? Are you seeking to worship and obey the Most High Father Yahuah through the representation of Yahusha as Mashiach and Messiah? Do you want comfort? Do you desire to be strong? Has wisdom become something of interest to you? Are you seeking to serve men, women, and children, or he who gives you breath, a heartbeat, and more? Are you one who desires to experience the fullness of life both in this vessel we know as a body and spiritually as well? There are many thoughts and things that go through our minds. But have we ever given thought to what it takes to protect us along this journey we have been given by the favor of the Most High Father? To comfort you in me, knowledge and understanding must come forth. In order to be strong, one must have the ability to discern and execute right rulings. For any individual to experience wisdom, they must have eyes opened and ears clear to receive from the Most High Father Yahuah through the Spirit of Yahusha. One must live in order to serve. It would be best to seek he who gives life and serve him versus trying to please and or serve any other. The fullness of life comes with us continuing to improve in our worship and obedience. Experience the regeneration power of the atonement made by Yahusha, our Mashiach, our Messiah. And in the midst of our mistakes, continue to press forward towards him. Whatever the Most High Father sees fit to fulfill his words will occur, will come to be. In order to protect his interests, there will be those who will be unpleasant, rebellious, and exhibit other emotional behaviors contrary to the righteousness from above, that will face reproof. These individuals will face reproof, chastening, judgment, and or wrath from him, from the Father, who has realized how much goes into protection to ensure your day-to-day abilities, our day-to-day abilities, are made possible? Who has discerned what it takes to protect you and me from accidents, attacks, and other catastrophic events? Have you ever given thought to who softens and hardens hearts? Have you ever considered that every detail to keep you safe has and is not revealed to you, nor me? It's time, my brothers and sisters, to awake and quit taking for granted all that makes you alive. It's time to quit taking for granted the favor and the mercies from our Almighty Father. And all the Most High Father Yahuah does, and all that Yahushua our Mashiach, our Messiah, provides to us, is it asking too much to get acquainted with His voice? The things we take for granted does not mean details in our ability to function are void of actions. In other words, our brothers, a good example would be every breath that proceeds out of the mouth of Yahuah gives us life. Breath, a heartbeat, electronic impulses via our nerve endings. Of course, that's a rookie perspective, me as a rookie's perspective. Blood circulating through our bodies, oxygen fed into our blood, cells in our bodies making up the details of this earthen vessel, sleeping and waking up, and a host of other activities are occurring daily regarding us, each of us. So because we take it for granted and don't pay attention, these activities occur, my brothers and sisters. While I have not presented any scriptures during this segment of less than 10 minutes, I pray that each of us begin to think about the magnitude of favor and mercy received this day, in times past, and in the coming days. I pray, my brothers and sisters, that my actions and words are reflective of an obedient servant to the Most High Father Yahuah, a servant who understands what it is to be guided by the Spirit of Yahusha and lift Him up in worship and obedience. I pray that we as family can begin to grow closer to one another and receive the instructions and guidance offered to perfect this body of believers who desire to worship and obey the Most High Father. Until next time, my brothers and sisters, at least think on the things necessary to perfect Yashar'al and lift up Yahushua our Mashiach, our Messiah. Until next time, my brothers, my sisters, my family, Shalom, Shalom, Shalom.